Hey guys, welcome to Black Geek Cool. I'm your host Gershon, and this is the review of Deadpool 2. This is going to be a spoiler review, so if you haven't seen the movie, which it's been out enough time, but if you haven't seen it, check out my non-spoiler review. But once again, this is a spoiler review, so we're going to talk all spoilers in here, let you know what happens in the movie. I'm just going to give you a breakdown of the things I like that happened that's more spoiler that I couldn't talk in my spoiler review. So, as we know, this is a continuation of Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds, again, is Deadpool. He's perfect. He is Deadpool. It's the character he was born to play. No issues there. He's on top of his game. He's got more action, still great jokes. He hit his delivery lines, and he still makes you, just like the first one, it still has this emotional tug at you, and it works. Like, it surprisingly works. Like, from the first one, you kind of expected in the second one, but the way they do it is totally different, where he's more involved with this kid's life and trying to be a kind of a mentor and save this kid. It worked. Like, I was kind of worried that it wouldn't work, but it works in this. Also, the newcomers, Cable, Domino, and I think it's Fire Fist is his name. We're going to break them down the scale to how they work. So Cable, he works. He's great. Josh Brolin is really good as Cable. He's a badass. He's Cable. Like, it works. Like, they didn't try to get too into why Cable came back. I mean, well, they did, but it wasn't as complex as in the comic books. And it made sense, and it works in this movie. His tech is good. His fighting is good. His line's good. He even has a joke in there, which is pretty good. There's also a moment where when he first comes back and he runs into these two guys in his truck and he steals their truck. The word is that supposed to be, what's his name? Matt Damon and somebody else famous. I'm going to go check out the movie again to double check who that is, but it's supposed to be Matt Damon and somebody else in that scene. They're in costume and stuff, so they're probably a little hard to recognize, but hit me in the comments, let me know who that other guy is. I know one guy is supposed to be Matt Damon. I can't remember, but that was a cool little cameo, but I'm jumping ahead. We're supposed to be talking about characters. So, Josh Brolin as Cable works. Domino stole the show. Like, I love Domino in this. Zazie Beetz played Domino perfectly. Like, just the flawlessness she had in knowing her power, and the way they showed her power in this, it works. Like, I was worried about that, but it works. It looks simple, but amazing. Out of this world. It just works. It's hard to describe, but she plays it so cool and nonchalant that she's been living with this ability. When you're so comfortable with it, it oozes from you without any kind of it works. It's weird. It just works though, and she plays it so well, and I'm very much looking forward to her in the next movie if they make another movie. But I love the way she played Domino, and it works on every level. She had a couple nice little jokes, a couple nice little one-liners. Her screen time, when she was on screen, I was paying attention. Like, I love Zazie Beetz. She's a great actress, but in this, elevated it. Like, I'm so glad she's in this, and if she's not in the sequel, you're messing up. You're messing up. But let's move on to Fire Fist. So Fire Fist, I know this guy, I don't know his name, but he was in Hunt for the Wilder People, or I'm probably pronouncing it that way. People say he's really good in that. I'm gonna have to go watch that. In this, he was okay. He was a little bit annoying. I know why he was there. He's supposed to be the tugging your heartstrings for Deadpool, but I could have did without him. Like, I could have had somebody else be in that position. He just didn't do it too much for me. I'm sorry. He had lines, but they were barely funny. Like, they weren't really that funny. I'm gonna be honest. So that's just how I feel about that guy. But I do like the way they did Juggernaut. Juggernaut was so big and he's a beast. He's a beast. Like, I wish he would have gotten a little more screen time. Like, I wanted Juggernaut to get a little more screen time. His fight with Colossus, superb. Awesome fight. Even when Colossus started fighting dirty, he been hanging out with Deadpool a little too long, but he started fighting dirty. It was a good fight. I really liked that fight. I like Colossus as well. He got a little more screen time, but they didn't give him too much. They know how to do the right balance with him, so it works. It works with Colossus. The story, it's a very simple story. They have kind of two stories that intertwine with each other. Deadpool, after Vanessa gets killed, after he's been mercenarying and he tried to kill one guy and one guy got mad, came back, tried to kill him, kill Vanessa. I love the part when dude was like, killing me won't bring her back, and he was like, I know, but then he hugged her and let him get hit by the truck. That was hilarious. His fight scenes in the beginning are awesome. I wish they would have slowed down a little bit so it'd be easier to see everything, because it kind of goes really fast. But it's somewhat as good as the fight scenes in the first Deadpool, but it still feels like it's missing a little something. Like, the fight scenes are good, but it feels like it's missing that little extra that pushes it over the edge. So I would have to give Deadpool 1 better fight scenes. At least it just had something in it that made it magical. This one, it doesn't have that magical feeling in every fight scene. The Colossus and Juggernaut fight scene, it has it. It works. It's hilarious. It's funny. It's action-packed. That works. But the other fight scenes have a little less magic in it. I don't know how to explain it. It just doesn't have that gravitas in it like the first Deadpool had. But I still think this one is funnier than the first Deadpool. Like, there was a moment where I forget the name. I think it's Weasel. The character's name is Weasel. When he got caught by a cable and he was like, I'm gonna torture you, and he just started telling them everything. I laughed so hard at that moment. I laughed for a good minute and a half. It was just pure funniness in that moment. How quickly he was like, I can't do torture. That's not me. I can't handle that. And he just gave up on it. It was so funny. They did downplay his character a lot because of his own little scandals or whatever he did. But he got the biggest laugh out of me. At least the longest laugh out of me in this movie. So it's a good and bad for him. I like the X-Force cameo, them coming through. The fact that everybody died, basically. Pete was a beast. Like, Pete just joined because it looked fun. Hilarious. Also, since we're talking about X-Force, let's talk about Brad Pitt, who ended up being the visible guy. And when he dies, he gets electrocuted, you can see him. It's a nice little cameo. It works out being that he was supposed to be in the running the play cable. I don't know how much is that true, but clearly they reached out to him and got him on the scene, so it worked out for the best. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to actually seeing the X-Force do something. Like, if they do get I think they're working on an X-Force movie, but I don't know if they're going to use the same people, so there's that. But if they do, I would love to see them guys actually go on a mission and see what they actually can do. But compared to this, maybe they should go on a mission, because maybe they're not too good. So there's that. But like I said, this movie is really good. It's funny. Ryan Reynolds delivers his Deadpool. He's Deadpool. Cable's good. Domino's amazing. Fire Fist is and Juggernaut, Colossus. What is it? I'm gonna say it right. No, I'm not gonna say that. Megasonic nuclear atomic. Is it atomic? Whatever. That girl from the first one, she's in this. She doesn't have such a big part. She has a girlfriend. It works here and there, but it's not that great. Like, her part wasn't that great in this one. She didn't have that same oomph that she did in the first one. So I liked her better in the first one. Let's just be honest. But also with the after credit scenes, you get Deadpool gets Cable's time traveling device, and he goes back and he stops Green Lantern from happening. He stops that terrible Deadpool movie, well, that terrible Wolverine movie with Deadpool in it, shoots him, says hi to Hugh Jackman. Funny. He does some other stuff, which is hilarious. Oh, he stopped the whole X-Force from dying. So that's funny. And now you can go anywhere with this character. So now he has time travel ability. And it works. It's funny. That also had a big laugh for me. There was a lot of jokes about other superhero movies, like the DC universe or DC Uverse, whatever you want to call it. Few jokes about Marvel. The Marvel jokes weren't as heavy. It was more about DC. I don't remember if he said a joke about Thanos, so there's that. But like I said, Deadpool 2, I give it a 4 out of 5. It's definitely worth seeing. It's a little funnier than the first one, a little less good action than the first one, so evens out there, but definitely worth a watch. But that's my review of Deadpool 2. Thank you guys for watching. As always, you can hit me up at Black Geek Cool on Twitter, Black Geek Cool on my Facebook page, and of course here at Black Geek Cool. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. Hit the like button if you like the review. Hit me in the comments. Let me know what was your favorite part in this movie. What was your favorite joke? Let me know that. And as always, I appreciate you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next one.